Agassi puts away a forehand there, opening up his service game at 3-4, fourth set. And Grosjean ahead 2-1.
Skimmed the line on the serve, make things nice and easy for that forehand winner. Definitely being more aggressive. This time Grosjean comes up with the goods. It was a tough pass he came up with.
Well, Agassi is at a danger zone here.
Let's put it mildly. 3-4, 15-30, already down 2-1. It's going to drop in. That's into, that's big.
Wow,
Really big.
at that point,
That's where that weightlifting pays off, to put as much zip on that overhead just inside the line. That would have been 2 break points. Instead, it's 30 all. Huge overhead.
if Agassi somehow gets through this match, that point will be the one he looks back on. It won't be that point.
No, it won't. It almost seems like the guy that's just not as comfortable after a few shots just tries to toss in that drop shot. He's got it. It's in. And you know when Agassi hit this volley that he said, oh my goodness, I've given Sebastian one last chance. I've got to watch this go over my head and find myself down break point.
Oh, and
No, that was good.
Grosjean wants a look.
No. I don't believe that was definitely in that serve. That's where the amount of running he did the previous point cost him. He just didn't have enough to muster up the strength to hit that return.
So Agassi has saved 2 break points. And now Agassi again serves for the game. And just as, not quite as desperate as Kirtan was on this court Sunday, but it's getting close for Agassi.
And that's the type of point where Grosjean's ground stroke seem to have more sting. Agassi seems to be getting the ball just a little late. Second one in the game for Agassi.
Since the first set, Agassi's had just all kinds of trouble finishing. And again, facing break point. He's great on the break points. It's the ad point that Andres had trouble with.
He's just decided he's going to win or lose this thing attacking, coming to net once again. Looking to stave off a break point. He's going to have to do it again.
Merci. S'il vous plaît.
And now all of France is watching. Sebastian Grosjean will serve for the match. And I've got to believe, John, this may be the best thing for Grosjean, to not have to sit and think about it.
That's a good point. His heart rate just doubled.
Twice he had match point in the semis at Australia against Clement and could not finish.
Agassi just spanks at that second serve.
That was so soft, it's not even on our chart.
That's 70 miles per hour. This one's going to be pretty soft too. That one was under 60. 96 kilometers an hour. Agassi's all over both returns and's got to love 30.
Just two chances for Agassi to survive.
No problem.
Merci.
One gone. That's where Grosjean should he go for a big serve. He wants that easy point badly. Two saved. It's 2 points to go for a berth in the semis. Just long.
Merci.
Ainsi, 6-1, 6-1, 6-3.
Très magnifique. That's all you can say about Grosjean. What was that headline?
Andre off in a hurry. Out of here.
That has to be stung.
Not happy with that effort.
The
Grosjean.
earth is trembling now.
I mean, just listen to this. I mean,
Too short, huh?
yeah, I really am. I was hoping for that fifth big time. And, well,
Sebastian
semi-set
Grosjean.
now. Grosjean, Correia. Ferrero, here. There goes the victor.
Who knows? It's been 18 years since Yannick Noah, a Frenchman, won here on the Terrebonne 2. And Sebastian Grosjean will be an unlikely candidate, but he's already won one match in the big leagues. He just sent a past champion out.
By far the biggest win of this young man's career. And gives you a little idea how he feels about it.
After being completely outmatched in the first set, Grosjean back to win in 4. And will return to Paris on USA. We are back live at Roland Garros in Paris. We'll be getting back to the Roddick Chang tape in a moment, but we felt a little more pressing matter here to bring you live as John McEnroe and I are joined by our very special guest, the former President of the United States, Bill Clinton, a guest here at Roland Garros today. Welcome, Mr. President. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
All right. What's your advice for John McEnroe as a potential politician? That's what I wanted to ask you. Don't you think John would be
I
great?
could use some, yes.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate John on winning his match today. My first advice is,
Thank you for knowing that.
my first advice is keep winning tennis matches as you get older. It will help you in politics. And you know, I don't know. I'm retired. I don't know if I understand very much about this anymore. I think he'd have a good career in politics. You know, my second advice is stay on television commenting on other people's tennis matches, because you'll get a lot of exposure and you'll be expected to be unbiased, so you won't make anybody mad.
And the real third, that sounded like a politician, though. And the real third advice is to stay away from politics, right?
No, the real third advice is if you want it, there is no advice. You got to go out and try. It's just like tennis. You got to put yourself on the line, and maybe you win and maybe you won't.
Tell us, Mr. President, what are you doing in Paris?
Well, I came over here to give a speech, and I just decided to stay a couple of days. I was invited to come out to the French Open. I'd never been here before. And I was excited about the prospect of seeing it, and I certainly haven't been disappointed. I was pulling for Andre Agassi in the last match. He's he's been very nice to me over the years, and I like him very much. But I must say the young man who defeated him was in a zone today. He was moving like a rocket, and everything he hit went in. I don't know that anybody could have beaten him today.
What was it like sitting amongst the French audience watching one of their countrymen win?
Well, I thought they were on the whole quite polite. They were plainly for him, and I plainly was for Agassi. But they were very polite, and I think that there was a sense of appreciation of the tennis. You know, particularly I thought in the last two sets, Agassi did not play poorly. The other guy just made these breathtaking shots, one after the other. So I was pretty impressed by how well he did, and I think that the French appreciated the tennis they saw.
You haven't lived, Chris, until you've done a few laps around the that beautiful structure with John McEnroe.
You mean drive around?
What about
Exactly.
driving around the arc? How's that?
Exactly. That circle with 7 boulevards emptying onto it, the Arc de Triomphe.
That's stressful for me to be driving. I mean, the people go about 80 miles an hour around this, and you're just looking out for every car.
Stressful just to watch from the sidewalk. Meanwhile, 3 break chances. Saved
Speaking
by
of stress,
Capriati, 3-4.
Jennifer, not quite like she was the first set. Do you think, moving wise? I mean, now when she's stretched, she's maybe missing a few too many.
She's certainly better. She had that one stretch. She was up 4-1. She
Right.
had a chance to go up 5-1. Then suddenly it was 4-all. And then it sort of appeared like, hey, I'm okay. And she got it together, won the set. It seems like it's somewhere in the middle. I'm not quite sure what to make of this.
Yeah.
She hasn't said
Oh.
a word about her knee. I don't
No.
know. I'm just a guy player. I mean, it's
yeah,
a good thing you
it's-
showed up.
Well, then they were massaging the knee, and I'm thinking, well, is that going to help?
Right.
You know, I mean, she's got to be out here another hour and a half.
It'll help her quad muscle. Give her.
I don't know. If you have a knee injury, I would think that it definitely would inhibit you. Meanwhile, here we go again. 40 love. I mean, Hingis had the last game 40 love. Let that opportunity slip away. Let's see what she does here. Oh,
That's big.
just Jennifer just opens up when she's down 40 love, 40-15. She plays looser.
Right back into it. 3 straight points again for Capriati and deuce.
Merci, mesdames et messieurs.
Here comes the rain.
This is a very dangerous time in the match for Hingis. Down a set in 3-4.
Oh, what about that?
That's 3 double faults.
Mademoiselle Capriati.
We've seen this before. I see every year. It just seems to me she has chances to win this tournament. Oh, Jennifer went the right way.
She had it. She knew she had it.
I mean, I think of the time she's lost Eva Maioli, definitely should have won that year. That would have been a grand slam for her. She never should have lost that match. And then she's lost to Steffi, Monica Seles, Mary Pierce.
She got out of big trouble there.
Avantage, Mademoiselle Hingis.
Ooh, good serve. Finally a good serve. Oh, it's too good.
But that's where sometimes I think she gets herself in trouble. She sort of moseys her way into net. And it's not a big enough serve, and sometimes she doesn't have big enough approach shots,
Right.
especially against like Jennifer. who can hit the
Casual,
ball so hard.
right.
Very casual.
She's looking to come in, though. Look at her at the baseline.
That was some point. Another break chance.
Avantage, Mademoiselle Capriati.
What's the rush?
Let's see what Jennifer does with the second serve. Look how far in she is.
If it comes over.
That's it.
Mademoiselle Capriati.
And Capriati is a game away.
Crowd all over Hingis.
Mademoiselle Capriati.
You were so right about not forgetting a couple years ago.
99, the final against Steffi Graf. And whenever Martina's shown any emotion during this event over the last 2 weeks, she's heard it from the crowd.
Well, and they like the comeback story of Capriati. It's I think both elements.
Serving for the match. 3
Oh,
points away.
10-0.
She's coming
Sure
in the
is.
net.
Can do no wrong right now.
No.
Bronze
Played
0.
an unbelievable match. Melanie
Wait,
Malter,
please.
not happy.
Premier service.
Well, I thought Hingis would do a lot more than this. So
Yeah.
This is surprising to me.
40-0.
Well, I can hear the press conference. She's going to say I should have won the second set. I had my chances. 2 love games she just let go of.
He should have won the first set. Good chance there.
3 match points.
Merci.
And this remarkable comeback story continues. She won the first Grand Slam to start the year in Australia. And now a convincing victory over the world #1, and Jennifer Capriati is in the final. Chris and John of the French Open.
Unbelievable the way it ended. This out of,
I mean, what can you say? You can't say anything more about Jennifer, about this comeback, about the support she's gotten from her family and the fans, and her
And now it's-
commitment to the game. And
just before the rain comes, and gets befuddled once again.
Disappointed, the only Grand Slam she's never won. And Martina Hingis will have to wait another year. Chris, thanks for being with us. We really
thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
I enjoyed
Hear
it too.
both of you together.
Absolutely.
John, as always, good to be with you. Billy's French Open. Good luck with the.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. With the semifinals and the final. Tomorrow in USA, it'll be Sebastian Grosjean, the Frenchman, and Alex Corretja, the former finalist here, looking to return to the French Open final. He lost in his only previous trip to Carlos Moya. Sebastian Grosjean, the man who eliminated Andre Agassi. So it will be Kim Kleisters of Belgium, who will turn 18 tomorrow against Jennifer Capriati in the women's final. For all of us at USA, thanks for being with us. For Ted Robinson, John McEnroe, Chris Everett, I'm Bill McAtee. So long from Stade Roland Garros in Paris.
Every year, the splendor of Pebble Beach grows, and this week it's at its height, welcoming the best of golf and entertainment. USA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly bring you the opening round of the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am. Part of the West Coast Swing presented by the St. Paul. Live from the historic Pebble Beach Golf Links, the big story this morning, the weather. But after a 45-minute frost delay, the first round well underway. A look at the leaderboard shows Matt Gogol, who did so well here 2 years ago, tied at -4 with 26-year-old John Rollins. But look who's lurking just a stroke behind. Hi, everybody. Bill Patrick with you once again, and welcome to the opening round of the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am. The weather problems I mentioned a moment ago, well, they actually work in your favor. Why? Simple, because it means you'll be seeing even more of Tiger Woods today, making his first full field starts of the PGA Tour season at a venue he loves and really respects. Tiger woke up with a fever Wednesday morning, but did manage to get in 9 holes and said he'd be ready come game time. A win this year would make it 7 years in a row, extending his active record. By the way, Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer share the all-time record with 17 straight years with a win. So Tiger has a long way to go. And so do we. So let's not mess around. Let's get out to Pebble Beach and join Bill McAtee and Peter Costas.
Bill, thank you very much. It is one of the most magnificent vistas in the world, the rugged yet dauntingly beautiful coastline of Pebble Beach.
All righty, we'll get you back to Pebble Beach in just a few moments, catch up with Tiger and the rest of the gang. But first, a word about the other star in the field, and that is Pebble Beach itself. And everyone there this week knows that if they stand a chance of winning, they have to tame the holes down the stretch, especially number 16. On paper, it looks harmless enough. It's a short par 4, but if you miss the fairway on 16, you are gonna pay the price. Let's bring Peter Costas back in now. And Peter, bottom line on 16, hit it straight or take your medicine, right?
Well, the green is so small, Bill, and you must keep the ball below the hole. You want the ball in the fairway, obviously, so you can control the spin and the distance you hit your shots. This year, it's a little less important because they aren't playing lift, clean, and place in the fairways as they have in years past. However, you put the ball above the hole at 16, it's going to be very difficult to make your par.
How about Mike Sposa, the shot of the day, the ace at 16, and what a finish for him. Birdie, ace, birdie, birdie down the stretch. He's in the house at 5 under, but trailing Duffy Waldorf by 7. Not just a job for Duffy, it's an adventure. 7 birdies for the second straight day, but today he added an eagle and 3 bogeys to his card, but the bottom line is he has the lead. Now, a fella who doesn't have the lead, but does have the attention of everybody in golf, and then some. 17-year-old Ty Tryon, a high school junior on the field trip of a lifetime. Welcome to the media frenzy that is Ty Tryon. It's not just the usual crowd this week at the Phoenix Open. Nearly 250 news organizations arrived to get the scoop.
I haven't seen anything like this in the last 3 or 4 years, and for good reason. I mean, just his age and his power and what people are saying about him and the fact that he gets through Q school. You want to see what he does.
The rookie didn't seem all that fazed by the attention and took more of a business as usual approach.
It's been a blast, man. It's just, this is the way you gotta look at it, and this is your job, so, this is what I gotta do, and it's the way it is. And I'm making a lot of money playing golf. And that's the fun part. You gotta do something that's hard.
However, it was less than a storybook start yesterday for Tryon. A 6 over 77 would certainly be discouraging for most pros, but he chose to focus on the positives of the round.
It was a tough day, wind, cold, and nerves, and just hitting shots I really didn't want to hit. But, I hung in there. I played well on the backside. So, looking forward to tomorrow.
He has to be patient. He's not going to do it overnight. Unfortunately, he's going to grow up even more so than Tiger Woods under the gun, under a microscope. So he's got to be aware of that. But I think it's fantastic.
Regardless of a missed or made cut this week, Tryon is still relishing that his dream's been realized. But has just being on the PGA Tour met his expectations?
Totally exceeded them, I'd say. Just with the time-wise element, because it's happened so much quicker than I anticipated. But it's finally here now, finally teeing it up and going to play against the big boys.
William Augustus Tryon the 4th, and he's found the greenside bunker at the 5th hole, or the fairway bunker, rather, Peter.
From 158 yards, makes clean contact. Oh, wonderful shot.
It's one nerve-wracking, stomach-turning, anxiety-producing moment repeated throughout the day. The Players' Championship live at 17 all day tomorrow only on PGAtour.com and USANetwork.com. And welcome back as we wrap up our coverage of the opening round of the 2002 Players' Championship. Bill Patrick with you. Well, Mother Nature took the lead early on, dictating play. The day started out on quite a soggy note. Eventually, the system blew out to sea. The sun came out, and so did the wind. Let's hit the highlights and see how it went. Around 10:15, this was no minor sprinkle, everybody. Severe storms moving through the Jacksonville area, delaying play for about 2.5 hours. On the 18th, here's Jay Haas, long birdie putt, his 9th hole of the day, and yes, sir. 52-year-old Tom Kite at the 4th hole. A very respectable 72 for Kite. On to the 12th, Matt Kuchar, tough lie, great recovery. He opens up with a 1/73. Back to the 10th, the two-time champ Hal Sutton. Off to a great start. His first hole, watch this, out of the bunker. You kidding me? Almost an eagle. Settles for the tap-in birdie. Ahead to 16, Stuart Appleby. From just off the green for birdie on the par 5. He got it to 4 under, took the lead momentarily. He gave it back on 17 with a double, but then on 18, yeah, Appleby finishes with a 69, 3 under. Back to the 16th, Angel Cabrera's 3rd to the par 5. He finds the putting surface, setting up the easy birdie. Now back to 8. Chris DeMarco, one of our co-leaders, long birdie putt. And he would get it to 3 under with that birdie. 17, after a brilliant shot, Scott Hoke gets it to 4 under. On 18, check out the group of Tiger Woods and Hal Sutton on the oh-so-difficult 18th. The second most difficult hole out there today. First, Sutton hits a screamer, gets it to run to the back of the green. Then Tiger tries the same thing. A little higher approach this time. And it winds up right next to Sutton's ball. So, what now? Sutton for birdie. Okay, he makes it. Gets it to 2 under. Tiger says, anything you can do, I can do just as well. And they share a laugh over that one. Now to the 9th. Nick Faldo. What a pleasure it is to see him playing so well. Terrific approach to the par 5 that would set up the birdie and take him to 4 under par, 1 stroke back. Back to 17. Brett Quigley. This remind you of somebody? Maybe Tiger last year? Huh? Well, not quite that far, but gives it the Tiger fist pump anyway, or a reasonable facsimile. There you go. Back to the 11th. DeMarco again for eagle to get it to 5 under, and yes, sir. DeMarco playing oh so well this year. And the first hole, Mickelson for a birdie of his own. Phil Mickelson gets it to fall. He drops to 4 under par, and we have a 3-way tie for the lead as the first round, at least our coverage, comes to a close. DeMarco, Hoke, and Mickelson tied at 5 under par. Hoke, whose best finish was a second-place finish back in '97 at the Players' Championship. Mickelson, the second-ranked player in the world, doing oh so well. As we look at the log jam at 3 under par. Well, as day 1 of our coverage draws to a close, we continue now. Many players did not get to finish, but many did. One of those was Colin Montgomery, who opened up with a 2 under par 70. And here's a guy who loves a challenge.
It's not difficult to get up to play this golf course. I really enjoy playing this course. Really have always enjoyed playing here. It's a real challenge. Every shot you've got to hit well, and from the tee shot, you got to start thinking where the pin is and where the positioning is. And I really love this course. And there's no problem about getting motivated to play here.
I haven't seen it rain that hard here. I don't know if that quick. I mean, it was nasty. But the golf course took it well.
Even though the conditions were pretty soft and the greens were holdable, there's still, I think, quite a few tough pin placements. The wind was blowing pretty hard, so I definitely could have putted a little better. Could have got it a couple more under par, but it was a good solid round, and 1 under is never going to hurt you out here.
There's no strategy, honestly, whether it's real windy or no wind at all or whatever. You just get out here and you kind of try and get into a certain flow that enables you to play the golf course well. And I've got my theories about how to play each hole because I've been here since 86, I think. So I've played it enough that I pretty much seen most of the conditions that we'll see in the next couple days, and hopefully you just execute well from there.
Familiarity with the course so important. Well, we saw earlier how Tiger Woods tamed the back nine today, which is no easy task, believe you me. And what a contrast down the stretch today for this field. Now, basically, you get to 14, you grit your teeth because you are in for a wild ride. If you survive 14 and 15, the fourth and third toughest holes out there, respectively, you get a bit of a reprieve on the 16th. The easiest on the course, the par 5. Then it's right back to work at 17 and 18, the toughest holes at the TPC at Sawgrass. We saw just how tough today after the rains left and the winds picked up. What will tomorrow bring? Well, it's supposed to be sunny, but a bit chillier. Temperatures in the 60s. It is supposed to be a bit windy. Our coverage begins at high noon. 6 hours of live coverage right here on USA. So join us for that. Thank you so much for joining us today in our extended coverage of round one. Again, the players will finish up beginning at 7:50 Eastern Time tomorrow. We will have most of the second round for you tomorrow. And a lot of work to do. We're done for now, however. For Bill McAtee, Peter Costas, and the rest of our USA Golf team, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bill Patrick. We'll see you tomorrow from Ponte Vedra Beach.
It is a magnificent day in New York. The Empire State Building rising majestically above Manhattan on this final day of the 2002 U.S. Open, as we welcome you one more time out to the USTA National Tennis Center in Flushing Meadows, New York. And it's the Women's Doubles Championship. The number 2 seeds, Virginia Ruano Pascual and Paula Suarez against Elena Dmitrieva and Jeanette Husarova. Folks arriving here on this final day at the National Tennis Center. The Men's Championship is later on this afternoon, and it is another glorious day here in New York. The players have taken the court. They're getting ready. And hello, everyone. Bill McAtee along with Tracy Austin. We're set for a little doubles action, but what a great 2 weeks it's been. And last night, a terrific matchup between the sisters. But Serena really seems to have separated herself from not only women's tennis in general, but her sister Venus.
She has. They've played 4 times this year, and Serena's won all 4 times, all in straight sets. So she's completely dominated after she didn't get to play the Australian Open because she had a sprained ankle. I mean, just think, she's won 3 out of the 4 Grand Slams, and she didn't get to play the other one. So So she played extremely well. And Bill, the difference is that Serena's serve is unbelievable on the big points. She served better than Venus last night. Venus had 10 double faults.
You are listening
and
to the
Serena
SAP
actually
channel
served
on
her
USA
way
Network.
out of the second set
Please
against Lindsay
select the main
Davenport. She was
stereo
down
listening
3
mode
set
on your
points
TV
and
or
served
program
3
audio.
big serves.
For a schedule of
And that's
programs
such a
with
great
video
weapon to be
description,
able to go to.
please
And she
visit
says that when she serves big, she
USANetwork.com.
just feels a lot more relaxed, a lot more confident with the rest of her game. And she played an incredible U.S. Open throughout the whole time. And actually, Venus said from the 4th round on, she didn't really feel that confident.
What does Venus have to do? The rest of women's tennis have to do to catch Serena.
Programs with
They're
video
going to have to go to the gym.
Please
They're going
visit
to have to get in the gym and just
USANetwork.com.
practice an awful lot. It seems like we have different people that set the standard. I mean, we had Steffi Graf that was dominating for a while, losing very few matches,
You are listening to the SAP
per year.
channel
And
on
Martina
USA Network.
Navratilova was dominating
Please
for
select
a
the
while.
main
But you're always going to
stereo
have
listening
someone
mode
that
on
comes
your TV
along
program
and they
audio.
set the bar,
For a
but
schedule
comes
of
along and
programs
starts
with
to
video
work harder and
description,
starts to get
please
better.
visit
And I'm hoping also that there's some young
USANetwork.com.
ones, 14, 15, 16 years old. We saw a few out here.
Right.
Hantukova's playing well. Dinara Safina's good. Bovina did really well, at the tournament here. And so hopefully some of those are going to mature and start to challenge the Williams sisters.
Serena and Venus have won the women's doubles before. They didn't play doubles this year, but what about...
Everybody was happy about that, by the way.
The match we're about
we're not playing. We have a chance.
the match we're about to see, and these are teams that really know each other.
They do. They've played twice this year, and it's 1-1. Dementieva and Husarova not as comfortable, I don't think, in the big stadiums playing for the Grand Slams. Actually, there's Ruano Pascual and her partner Paula Suarez. They've actually won 2 Grand Slam titles, the French Open last year and the French Open this year. And they're a lot of fun to play. I mean, I talked to Paula Suarez yesterday, and she said, it took us a while to gel. We've been playing for about 6 or 7 years, but we play differently. We play at the baseline, we come into the net, then we go back to the baseline. And she said not normal doubles, but it finally gelled, and we're playing very well now.
All right, well, we're just about set to go. The Women's Doubles Championship of the 2002 U.S. Open, and we'll return to New York right after these messages. Stay with us. Well, a cloudless sky here at the USTA National Tennis Center. Final day of this 2002 U.S. Open. This is the Women's Doubles Championship. And the reigning French Open Women's Doubles champions in control. Virginia Ruano Pascual and Paula Suarez, the number 2 seeds. There they are, winning the first set 6-2 and 1-4 now in the second set. There have been 8 break points, by the way, against Lena Dementieva's serve. And already down, Love, 15. And 15 all. Dementieva currently ranked 13th in the world in singles. There she is, and 13th in doubles as well. Paula Suarez unable to put that away in perfect position. And 30-15. Ace, her second, takes us to 40-15. Beautiful movement, but dumps that in the net. 40-30. And deuce. And there is Andre Agassi arriving at the USTA National Tennis Center. He will face Pete Sampras in the men's championship later today. Andre has never beaten Pete here at the US Open. They've played 3 times, twice in the final, and of course that wonderful matchup in the quarters last year. Pete has won every time, and Andre will try to reverse that later this afternoon. Point to hold at 1-4. Second set. Third double. Back we go to deuce. Marvelous movement at the net. 2 outstanding volleys. And again a game point. Well left. And again deuce. Women's doubles championship. 6-2 and 4-1. Virginia Ruano Pascual. Oh, too tall. Using all of that 5'11" frame. Winner from Paulo Suarez. And back we go again to deuce. Dementieva and Husarova have faced 9 break points. They have not had that many easy service games in this match. Some pace there from Ruano Pascual, who beat Martina Hingis in the first round of Wimbledon. A major upset at the All England Club last year, 2001. And this is a big point for Dementieva and Husarova. Break point down 1-4 at a set. Another break. It's 4 service breaks for Ruano Pascual and Suarez. And now they have a chance to serve for the championship. Tremendous get right there by Paulo Suarez. And watch how Dementieva finishes this one out. Cross-court backhand winner. Love 15. $15 all. And now 2 points away at 30-15. Milano, Pascual, and Suarez trying to win their second Grand Slam doubles title of the year and their first U.S. Open doubles championship. Virginia Ruano Pascual serving 30-15. And 2 championship points. Well, still 1 remaining. The number 2 seeds in their 3rd Grand Slam final of the year. Runners up at the All England Club. And there it is. 1 hour and 5 minutes. And that was impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to pass around Paulo Suarez and Dementieva and
6-2 and 6-1. So Virginia, Ruano Pascual, and Paulo Suarez, the number 2 seeds, have won the women's doubles championship of the 2002 U.S. Open.